Alright. Well, let's just do the thumbnail at the end. Okay, so. Hello, welcome to Beyond the Real. My name is Alex.
I'm Mark.
And today we're going to talk Ready Player One. So, directed by Steven Spielberg, based on a book that I'm not familiar with. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so now that that's settled, we're strictly talking movie. So.
Spoilers, by the way. We're going to just flat out talk about the film right away.
Yeah. So, walking into the film, I saw this when it first came out, and I remember watching the trailer, and I was like, I think I'd want to watch that. So I saw it. I didn't go opening day. I think I went like the next weekend, and I really did enjoy it. I thought it had good action. The effects were phenomenal. That's probably my favorite part, the effects, and I thought the characters were okay, and I really liked the big final battle at the end. And of course, all the cameos from like all the other franchises and characters.
Yeah, basically the same thing for me. I love seeing all the characters within the film. We got to see my favorite Spawn. You can just characters from different franchises that you got to see. The effects were awesome, and that's really the only thing I could really say that's positive about it. But we're gonna go into negatives just now.
Okay, so I guess we'll go into negatives and spoiler for this. So, well, firstly, let me just say the first thing that comes to mind as a negative, which is probably nitpicky, but when that scene where he gets kidnapped, where that weird dude with the face tattoo like chokes him out, but like the camera lingers on him for too long, and you're like, it makes you uncomfortable. You're like, whoa, get off, go away. But probably that for me, and probably well, Mark will probably touch on this as well. But I felt the fact that there was more of an attachment to the avatars versus the actual human characters.
Mm-hmm. I felt like with that, I really thought. Of course, all of you probably have seen Space Jam already. Space Jam. It's a live action movie, and Michael Jordan is interacting with the Looney Tunes. And that's what I thought this was going to be. I thought, I think Wade Watts.
Yeah, Wade Watts.
Yeah, Wade Watts. I thought he was going to be interacting with all the characters inside the Oasis. That's what I thought it was going to be, and it totally let me down because I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't watch anything. So I went into this thinking that's what it was going to be, and maybe that's my fault. But it really disappointed me. And there was another what was it? When Ben Mendelsohn's character, he sent the what was it? The drone or something to go kill his aunt. I don't remember what it was, but he sent it over there, and then it killed his aunt. The next scene, Wade Watts doesn't say anything about it. It's just done, and I felt like that. I felt like the acting was weak in this film from all the, because like we were saying, like we didn't really interact with the human characters. We interacted with the avatars, and the avatars to me were the strongest point in the film. Is more of an animation to me, for the most part of this film. But like I said, like that stuff was awesome. That was good. Just the human side of it, I didn't feel anything for it. It was just there.
Yeah, because touching back on what you just said about his aunt, like, she didn't really feel like a big part of his life, even though you would think that she would, because he lives with her, and she cares for him. But then like there's that scene where her boyfriend or whatever like beats him up because he's like, you took all my money, and she's like, well, we're gonna move out of here, and then she gets mad at him still, and then like I think that's probably like that and like maybe another scene is like the only time we've seen her. Yeah. So whenever she dies, you're kind of just like
what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen her like twice. What do I care? And that's probably why Wade doesn't care either, because he's like, oh, I've seen her like twice.
Yeah, exactly. It's just I really wish they dealt more with that, because both of his parents died, and then he only had his aunt left. Mm-hmm. So you would think they would have a deeper connection, maybe like a Peter Parker and an Aunt May. They would have that kind of connection or something, But that I feel like was a total letdown. There was I think it was pretty funny, but in the end, in the human world, when everybody was fighting in the Oasis, I thought it was kind of dumb that everybody was in the middle of the street with with the Oasis on fighting. I'm like, is there no cop is gonna, stop this? Do everybody just carry their Oasis, to work and to everything, or what?
And, it's true because they don't really set up the rules.
Yeah.
Because, like for him, for example, he gets the suit, he's like on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Or like even when they're in the van, but then like super early on in the movie, you see people just like sitting like at an office and like they're just sitting down playing. You're like,
you would get fired for that. Like, what do you like? This is I didn't understand that part.
Yeah, so it was, I don't know. There was no real rules, I guess, on how it actually works. So yeah, that's a good point. That at the end, everyone's just in the street.
Yeah, it's like you don't think cops will just and you only see cops at the end of the movie that came and got Ben Mendelsohn's character after he had a touchy feeling seeing the Easter egg, and that was yeah, I don't know. But
I think probably my favorite character in this film was probably Halliday, and I was very disappointed that he's dead, but I really like him because he really felt like the creator who's not afraid of his creation, and like he was very active in the creation, and even after his death he was still very much there.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed learning more about him, like part of the whole quest is Wade being like this super fan, and he's constantly like looking through the archives of all this stuff, and I really enjoyed that part because it's this character that I like that I don't really even know that well, but you learn more about him as the story progresses.
Yeah.
And I really like that end scene where he finally like wins, and then they're like in his room, and then he's telling him all about it. He's like, oh, that's me as a kid, I'm looking for the thing, and here's the button, and blah blah blah. And then at the end he's like, wait, but is Mr. Halliday really dead? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, who are you? And he's like, hit wink wink, thank you for playing my game. And he like opens the door and leaves, and I was like, but I really like that scene because the whole build up to it, and then like I said, that this is a character that I enjoyed learning about, and then seeing like that ending scene to me was, I don't know, I thought it was kind of special.
Yeah, I do that's a good point, because that's probably one of the emotional scenes at the end when Wade, he's able to finish the adventure game and he figures out how to basically go to the Easter egg, and that's how you pass the game. And yeah, I really do feel like that's probably one of the emotional scenes. But also too, just seeing that game too, that adventure game, I played it probably twice. I never passed it, and I never knew if that's true. Like, I really want to go back and actually see if that's an actual Easter egg. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, yeah, it is.
It is? Okay, well, I want to try to do that, but I don't have that game system. So.
But my favorite scene of this whole movie that I feel is never really topped is the race at the beginning, because like this is just Spielberg stuff, and like, I mean, the guy is a veteran. He's a veteran of the game. He knows what he's doing. He's one of our greatest like filmmakers of the past couple years, well, decades, and like I really enjoyed that race scene because there's so much going on, and I really like the sound design in it because there's a lot of little trinkets, because it starts off with them, the intro to the scene is I Hate Myself for Loving You by Joe and Jet, and then there's like a voiceover with Wade, but then when the race starts, like all that goes away. There's not even like a score playing in the background, and you just hear like all the little trinkets, the tires screeching, the engines roaring, like whenever the T-Rex comes out, the roar, the coins as stuff gets destroyed, the little obstacles coming up. Like, man, I love that scene because there's so much put into it that like I 100% commend everyone who was involved in that, because that is honestly like my favorite scene, and I argue it's the best scene, and I argue that it also is not topped throughout the whole film.
How you say it like that? It makes it sound way better.
I don't know. That's just how I enjoy it.
Yeah, that does. Yeah. Yeah, you made it sound way better than when I saw it.
So yeah, I like that, and then like I said, like we just really love the effects in this film when they're in the Oasis. The way he customizes his avatar at the beginning, the fact that there's like all these Easter eggs that like it also feel that adds rewatchability because you can constantly look for something different as you watch it. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like just like how you were saying, like with the Easter eggs and everything, like just seeing like Iron Giant, just seeing Iron Giant fight Mecha Godzilla, you know, at the big battle at the end, seeing Chucky. That I think that was probably one of my favorite scenes because I really do like Chucky. And just seeing him just take out a whole bunch of
the Sixers.
Yeah, the Sixers. Yeah, and taking them out.
And I really enjoy that. You know, since it's PG-13, they're allowed one F-bomb, and I really like how they used it.
It was pretty. It's a pretty good movie. It's just like I said. I went into it thinking it was something. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I guess.
But yeah, there's really a lot to enjoy. Yeah. And like especially there's this whole segment that's what is it? It's based on The Shining. And personally, I've never seen The Shining at all. Yeah. But I could like I was understanding everything that was going on, and I was like, whoa, like the elevator doors opening, the blood coming out, the twins, the hotel, the axe coming through the wall, the maze at the end.
I thought we were gonna see Jack Nicholson.
I honestly expected that too.
I really, when the axe hit the door, I really thought Jack Nicholson was gonna pop out. I really did.
And even like later on, whenever they're in the snow, like outside in the maze, and like you see the feet coming at them, I was like, oh, they're gonna do it, but no.
No, but that was probably one of the good like sequences during the movie. That's when I was like, man, they should have really brought in, you know, live action to that, and I thought that would have been pretty cool, man. I really did.
But I mean, like, well, since we're basically going on about it, like all those sequences that have to do with like them finding a key and all that, I think is what my main enjoyment, because like we said earlier, like we didn't really care much for the human characters, the actors. For me, other than like Halliday and Ben Mendelsohn, like everyone else was kind of just like, to me at least.
Like the romance, I didn't care about either between Samantha and Wade. I really didn't. I cared more about it in the game than I care about it in the human world. I guess I'd say it like that.
And then at the end, whenever she's like captured or whatever, and then she's just like walking in the street, and they somehow just know that that's her, but just by looking at her,
just by saying, "Oh yeah, I'm this." You know, I'm just not gonna believe you. Yeah. They could have programmed you to say that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was this little.
Oh, so what did you think of T.J. Miller as IROC, his character?
It's okay.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Because personally, you know, I'm not. Don't take this the wrong way when I say I'm not a T.J. Miller fan. It's just that I haven't seen enough of him for me to be like, oh man, I would do it. I would watch anything that guy's in. Yeah. But like, I mean, I thought he had some good lines in there, but overall, like I was like, okay.
It was like another Easter egg. I guess. It was
mercenary. He's a mercenary, whatever.
Yeah, and there was, I don't remember the woman's name that was in the movie that was helping Ben Mendelsohn's character. She was a villain, and I guess she was like a mercenary in a way that he hired.
The one that looks like Sophia Boutella.
She didn't do anything. She was just there, and then once Wade kicked her out of the, I think it was, Wade did that freak.
Oh,
that
out of the van?
Yeah. Then she was gone, and then that was it. She didn't really do anything. All she was good for was the drones that she brought with her.
Oh, and wait, wasn't she the one that played Ghost in the Ant-Man and the Wasp? I think.
I don't know. Look at that later.
It's irrelevant now, but okay.
But yeah, it's just, like she didn't do anything. I thought she was gonna be more of a, like important. She didn't have an avatar in the game, not that I can remember.
No.
One character, what was it? He looked like, dang it, I can't remember the character's name. Oh, Ben Mendelsohn, his character looked like Superman. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh,
it was like but I thought honestly at the end too, when he was fighting, I thought he was gonna rip off the trench coat, and you were gonna see the Superman logo, and he was Superman because his hair it really resembled it in the build.
The big jaw.
Yeah.
Chiseled jaw.
But no, I was let down. That was. But yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot to enjoy, but there's also some that you just got like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really do enjoy it, and then just watch it for the effects.
It's fun. It's a
Yeah.
fun movie. It's just I feel the story is weak to me. The characters are weak. The avatars are great. And there's good action scenes. They really are. So I mean, it's a fun movie.
Yeah, and also like at the end, how well, the last point is that like at the end, it has that thing where it's like the whole uprising against the corporation. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
Because at the end, I was like, oh yeah, because his goal. Ben Mendelsohn, I don't even know his character's name. I forgot already.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But his whole goal is to get the Oasis so he can monetize it, and they're like, oh no, it has to be free. So I like that theme of like being able to stick together and with your friends and have an uprising. So I really like that.
And they're off on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, off on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So you never know what could happen, I guess, because there's supposed to be a part 2. They talked about it already, so I don't know what it'll be about. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it because this movie was fun. I'm pretty sure the second one would be fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if it's made with the same craftsmanship as this one, then it should be. And also, I mean, there's a Ready Player 2 book, so I would imagine they could make a second one.
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable, so I recommend it.
I recommend it too.
All right, so that's what we have to say about Ready Player One.
All right, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, and come back and check back for more.